don't know about that. She's at that party.
Look, you know what you need to do?
I don't need any more drugs.
Dude, I know I kid around a lot, and I'm a little bit of a character, but I'm serious right now. This is real advice, okay? So I want you to listen to me. You should try smoking a little pot.
That's a drug.
It's not.
That's a drug.
It's not.
That's a drug.
It's not a drug. It's a flower. It has healing properties. Stress is a killer.
Okay, I get paranoid when I smoke pot. I get paranoid when I smoke pot.
It's healing properties. But if you smoke a little, bro, you know what you need to do? You need to hang out with my boy Willie. He's a great guy. He's the one who gave me that horse tranquilizer. Dude, the Atlanteans gave mankind the secret 10,000 years ago to drugs that don't give you a hangover, man. You know what I mean? People are just now starting to use that shit. 10,000 years ago. To drugs that don't give you a hangover, man. You know what I mean? People are just now starting to use that shit. Embrace it. I thought we're gonna solve modern problems, man. Wisdom of the ancients. Ask Willie, bro. He's a shaman.
The role of the shaman has always been the same. In the tribal cultures, the role of the shaman was basically to connect the community to the cosmos. The shaman realizes that the community itself is just one microcosm of the greater macrocosm. They're the connecting point. They connect the cosmos with the community and the people with the land around them.
Oh no, I'm really kind of a lightweight. If you got a beer or even some wine, it's not really my thing.
Bullshit.
Smoking pot.
You can have up to an ounce on you, and you can have up to at least an ounce on you. You can
Make sure you're right, because you know I will.
On you and not get charged or have it taken away from you. And if you have more and you have your medical card, guess what, buddy? That means you can have up to 2.5 pounds. See, that's what's wrong with you all. Y'all are looking at some shit that you don't even know about. You're speaking on something that you know about. Let's deal with the fact that when I say that there are rules and regulations that deal with a man having more than one woman, not that it's against the rules and regulations. There are rules and regulations that go with it. That's all I was saying the whole time. Now, if you don't know that in this state, if you got your medical card, you can have up to more, you can have over an ounce. Or if you don't have it, you can actually have up to an ounce on you. If you go over to Michigan, you can walk into the goddamn store and purchase it. And then leave out, wait a minute, not just in Michigan, in Denver, in Colorado, oh wait, not just there, in Oregon, wait, not just there, in Washington State, oh wait, not just there, in California, oh wait, not just there, in Florida, oh wait, not just there, come on, man.
Possession of marijuana is illegal in Ohio. Period. I will post it in the comment section.
Listen. How can it be illegal?
Brother, I just said it, brother. I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna post it for Val.
If you can have it medically, how can it be illegal, man?
Brother, you're not smoking no motherfucking weed for no medical purposes, man. You smoking to get fucking high.
We stand firm and rise. For this truth, we put our lives on the line. We're prepared for war, fearing no confrontation. We hit them highways and byways to wake up the whole nation. We teach his words, we teach teach His will. We teach His truth, don't matter how you feel. We teach His word, we teach His will. You gon' hear this verse, now tell me how you feel.
Smoking cigarettes right along with it. Do you smoke cigarettes too? Do you smoke cigarettes too? Do you smoke cigarettes? Do you smoke cigarettes? Do you smoke cigarettes? I'm asking you, do you smoke cigarettes too? Yes, you smoke to get high. What are you smoking for?
Give me the definition of smoking to get high. What is that?
To alter your spirit.
To do what?
To get high, brother. What the fuck you mean?
Wait, to alter your spirit.
If it ain't, are you doing it for brother, sis, brother, you can get loud all you want, brother. Brother, you're getting high. Whether you want to go to your little fantasy place, or you think it makes you focus, or it calms you down, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, brother, you getting high.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, this is Ahmed Mauer, aka Mr. Middle Path, and I'm going to talk a little bit about weed use and its effect on people, and really why do people say it's a good thing, what happens when someone gets high, and why they should quit. In this video, this will be personal observations, okay? So, weed is a very insidious drug, okay? So look up that word. Insidious means harming someone or something harmful in a gradual and subtle way that is not noticeable, right? And that's like, I'm gonna put a little thing on the bottom here so you can read what insidious means, because it's so important, because out of all the words I've come across, insidious is the best way to describe weed. It's the best adjective I can use for weed. Weed is the most deceptive drug I have ever seen, ever. And it's interesting because if someone drinks too much alcohol, what happens? They throw up, they puke their guts out the next day. If someone smokes too much weed, he has a bad high, but it's not going to be the same as, you know, other drugs, right? The withdrawal symptoms are not going to be so bad, so hard that you know you have a problem, right? With weed, the most common thing I hear is, oh, I'm not addicted, I can quit whenever I want. Then why don't you quit? Oh, because I don't want to, right? And I've seen people quit for a month or 2 months or 3 months, and then they're saying, oh my god, you know, this is the best thing that's ever happened in my life. I'm thinking faster, I'm more sociable, I'm more focused in my life, I'm not kind of slow, and they'll praise it. But then when they relapse and they start getting high again, it's almost like the weed binded with the person's personality. It's different than other drugs. Weed changes the person's identity, and this is the quality or the main factor of psychedelic drugs. And I'm gonna go to the definition of psychedelic drugs, but what I want to say is that that person, when they relapse, they'll be like, oh, there's nothing wrong with it, it's completely fine, so what, it doesn't get in my way, it's only a little bit, right? And psychedelic drugs mean mind manifestors, right? So psyche meaning mind, delic the definition was manifesting, but mind-altering drugs essentially. And what it does is it alters your perception of reality and alters your perception of reality, which comes from your identity. So it changes your identity. These are identity-changing drugs.
If we're told to be mourning and be getting ready for battle, would that then be a good thing? If that's what it was doing.
No, because it's not in the Bible.
What's not in the Bible?
Smoking.
Man, shut the fuck up, man. You don't know what's in the goddamn scriptures.
Now, I have said this on my live Q&As, and this has been my experience as well. Not only personally, but when I interact with people, and some of you may understand this. People think that I'm being critical. I'm not. But what I've said is that in my experience, potheads, people who wake and bake, people who smoke pot on a regular basis, I find them to be very passive-aggressive, and I find them to be very unconsciously angry. And sometimes they will, have bursts of anger. If you tried talking with them, and if you've ever had this experience with a pothead, you piss them off, they will argue with you and they just give off this vibe sometimes.
You couldn't tell. Wait. If is the right. Wait.
Bro, there ain't nobody.
Right now,
Show me one prophet that smoked, brother. Show me one.
For 26 years, you've been teaching Esau the white man, and the scriptures say that Esau, that the best of the earth would take us into captivity and defile us. That's in Ezekiel. Now, if you don't believe what the scriptures say, then it's off with your goddamn heads, man. It's time for Israel to start taking, it's time for Israel to come to motherfucking together, those ones that's supposed to be, and let the rest of you niggas die. You and your children and your wives. How about that? Because this shit is bullshit. It says the best of the earth. Now, the so-called white man is the best of the earth. Now, I put up a post. What is a pest? It says an annoying person. That was the third definition for it. How about that? Now, if you want to make a comment, because first of all, I wasn't even talking to you on the post. I was talking to the young brother over in London. I was talking to that young man. I was speaking to him about something that he had made a statement because he thought that I was saying that it's against Torah. And I'm not saying that. I've never said that at all. I've only said that there are rules and regulations that go along with it. And there are. If you don't believe in Torah, then say that. Because there are, because you can't remember, you believe in where it says, if you break the least one of these, if you break the least one of these, you will be called the least in the land, which, oh wait, you won't be there. So it says, he is the best of the earth would take us into captivity. One, whose language we would not know. Two, nor our forefathers. Three, they would come from afar. Esau was right there. Him and his children. Everybody knew them. They don't fit, the so-called white men don't fit the prophecy of Esau. They do fit the prophecy of being the pest of the earth and taking us into captivity. You can't find me one fucking scripture. You can't find me a line in this motherfucking book. Right now, I'm gonna fuck if it's translated in paleo, whatever the fuck you want to call it, anything, any English or anything. You can't find me one scriptural verse that says Esau is gonna take you into captivity. So, with the line teaching our people that bullshit.
What bullshit we're teaching? What bullshit we teaching?
I just told you. I just explained to you.
Wow.
For 26 years, you have been told, for 26 years, you've been teaching and giving somebody some type of a right. You're giving the pest of the earth Esau's blessing. Esau has his own blessing.
What are you talking about, man? I'm lost, man.
You're lost? I don't know that you're lost.
Yeah, because I got other things going on, so I missed some of the stuff that you said.
No, truth,
Yeah, I'm lost to you. I'm lost to you because you high as fuck. You high as fuck. I should be lost to you. You are a blunt smoking Negro. Most High never said you can smoke.
Wait. The Most High said that the pest of the earth would take us into captivity and defile us.
What scripture said the pest?
That's the pest of the earth is in Ezekiel.
Yeah, give me the scripture. Give me the chapter and the verse. The pest.
Ezekiel, the 7th chapter.
What the hell has that got to do with you smoking and using drugs?
Because it says he would take us into captivity. Slow ass boy.
What does that have to do with you smoking?
You don't get that? Why are you talking about me smoking and why aren't you dealing with the fact?
Because that's the whole conversation. The whole premise of me and you talking was you are Puffalite. You smoke cigarettes? Do you smoke cigarettes too? Scripture don't say to smoke shit. Oh, so you're gonna blame the white man for you smoking and using drugs?
Why you say Esau is the white man? If the Most High says through the mouth of the prophet Ezekiel that the pest of the earth would take us into captivity.
So you don't believe that Esau is the white man since you're changing the argument? That's one of my favorite topics, so I ain't worried about that at all. So the white man is not. So the white man is not Esau.
I think you're Esau. I think you're Esau.
Okay, now you can think what the fuck you want to think. I think you're a drug addict. I think you're a drug addict. How? How is that when he came out red? How is that when he came out red? You point your fingers at brothers on polygamy. You pointed your fingers. You started it. You started it. Stop smoking drugs. Stop smoking cigarettes. Stop smoking Black and Miles.
If you are one of Esau's seed, which I think you might be, I really think you might be. I'm going to say that anyone in the camp, I'm going to start going on a rant saying that anyone in the camp is Esau. And because they're trying to point the finger at somebody else. And somebody that's the culprit is always trying to point the finger at somebody else. I think you're Esau, brother. No, wait, brother.
Huh?
Cousin, it says all of your men, all of you will be wiped out by the hands of Jacob. All praises to the Most High God. You better go read and see if you are. And you better get to the 3rd generation, so you better start teaching your sons who they really are and stop trying to point fingers at somebody else while you're pointing to the pest. You're pointing to the pest of the earth to say that that's you. And we know that you're Esau.
I'm Esau because I tell you, I'm Esau because. For what?
Why are you over here trying to steal somebody else's motherfucking identity? Esau.
Who's Esau?
You.
How the fuck am I Esau?
You look just like Jacob. You look just like Jacob.
Did you smoke some weed today?
And he was the trickster. And he was amongst those individuals that took Jacob into captivity.
Did you smoke a blunt today?
Ooh.
Did you smoke a blunt today?
I know how you're Jacob. I know how you're not Jacob.
Did you smoke an L, some Reggie?
I know how you're Esau. Your face sits in kind of like a gorilla. You know what I mean? Kind of how the African does, like how them African tribes do. Your face sits, your shit sits kind of way back in there. Your eye sockets go deep back in there. That's the trait of them goddamn Africans, bro. Ew. Goddamn Canaanites. Curse
Bro.
You better try to get
Brother.
yourself together.
Brother.
Third generation Esau.
Brother.
Esau. I don't give a fuck. Any one of you cats that's saying that is Esau. Any one of you saying it is Esau.
If we say that the white man is the devil?
You're pointing the finger at somebody else. That's the pest of the earth. When the prophecies say exactly who would take us into captivity. That the pest of the earth would take us into captivity.
The pest of the earth. The pest of the earth. Did you smoke a blunt today, brother?
Wait, the pest of the earth also that they would come from a land very far away. A land very far away. That we would not have known or had any dealings with them. Nor would we know their speech. How the fuck we not gonna know Esau and his children's speech when we are fucking family members?
Because people evolved and moved and relocated and went to their own cities and lands and developed their own tradition and custom and language and speech and dialect and all of that. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? Are you serious? You got niggas in Jamaica that motherfucking speak patois, broken fucking English, and what? Those nigga hung up, little scary ass, blunt smoking ass nigga. Damn nigga. You see Israel, he switched the narrative because he wasn't going to stand on that damn Puffalite, you know what I'm saying, position he stand on. He's a damn Puffalite, right? This is the guy that calling me, harassing me because I stood up for my brother Karat Desire. You try to bang on him because he hating on him because he got more than, he got like 3-4 wives. He mad, whatever the case is. He stand on the poly gang. 3 faithful sisters, regardless of the fact, you know, everybody have issues and dramas in the word of my brother Elder Ephraim. But since I met this brother in 2015, they've been solid, rolling together, and whatever their business is their business. But they are still there, holding on to their prince and their king and their family. So all praise and glory and shout out to my op, Captain Karat Zaya. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. This dude right here is a damn Puffalite. And he's mad. Puffalite.